Hey everyone, well, echo, and it is bucketing outside, like massive downpour. So, don't know if you can see. So this is my first taste of how noisy it is when it's raining, and you can definitely hear it. So I'm in. I got the keys. I don't even know where to look on my camera, my new phone, whatever. Sorry if I'm not looking at the camera or looking at you. So that's my entryway. I might just actually spin the camera around. Much better. So, entryway, I was going to show you from the outside, but no, it's raining. So, currently got 2 switchboards in here. Oh, sorry, 1 box, but two rows. And, wow. Can you hear the water coming down the drain here? So power's coming from there up to the up top, and that's pretty much it. We'll go upstairs in a moment. The floor's sealed. It's sealed quite well. It's kind of got that satiny type of paint on it, but it's dirty. You know, there's it actually says in my lease in the special conditions about make good on tyre marks. Obviously it wasn't in the previous lease for the previous tenant, and that's on there, and that will not come off. I don't know what that is, what they did. It looks like it's burnt in. Anyway, the floor's not clean. There's lots of whatever on it, but it's sealed. So I'm not overly worried about dust or anything, but I costed out repainting it myself. So putting new, like either satin or like a glossy paint down over the top. It's a big area, it's 110 square meters, and it's gonna take about $700 or $800 worth of paint and stuff. And in this weather, probably 4 or 5 days. I'm gonna have to do 2 coats. Probably gonna take me about 4 or 5 hours to do 1 coat. And then it's gonna take days to dry, because I can't leave the door open, right? And I can't put heaters in here on the floor because the whole floor will be covered. I was advised not to do it in sections because you'll be able to see the different sections. And yeah, I just don't know if I could be bothered. Wow. Can you hear that? Anyway, these are going, but these are 10 meter by 1 meter rubber flooring. It's that, you know, I don't know if you can see it, the dots and the non-slip. I'm allowed to have these if I want. They were the previous tenants, they left them. I'm allowed to have them and use them. They're interesting, but I really don't. Like Yaz and I came yesterday, we unrolled one and had a look, put it down here. But I don't really want to put them on the ground. They make the, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to use them. Wow, that is loud. And echoey. So bathroom, came down yesterday, bought some toilet paper, because there wasn't any. Really not a lot to see in here. Sink, mirror. This is the door that goes to, the emergency door that goes out to that little tiny courtyard, toilet and a shower. It's a pretty big space. Bit of a wasted space really, but anyway. As you can see, there's really nice lighting in here, natural light. Considering that the sky is black outside and overcast, it's pretty good. Lots of marks on the walls, lots of places where things have been screwed or bolted into the walls already. I need to take photographs or video of all of these. So if I end up adding more and he wants me to make good, I don't have to actually fix the ones that are already here. And I don't know what these are, there's 2 of them. Little hanging knob, little nipple. There's one there and there's one just over here. So the kitchen area is great actually. The hot water's under here. It's not a very big hot water system, but that's okay. Hot water's under here. Lots of cupboards and drawers. I need to get a fridge to go in there. Just a small bar fridge, it'll fit in there. So these will be hopefully removed today or Monday, which is fine. As you can see, no power points at all, except for right there in the kitchen with the power board and one around here. There's no actual power points anywhere. And I'm gonna need a lot of power down here, a lot of power points. So hopefully my Sparky's coming down this afternoon. I'll have a chat with him. I have to decide how I'm going to wire and mount power points. I'm going to need single phase and three phase down here, at least 2, if not 4 three-phase locations, although over time, but lots of single phase points. One idea is to put in a second switch box either on this end here, probably makes sense to do it here. They can run it under, up and around and down to here, and then do all the points from there. So run like the largest capacity of wiring they can, put a switch box there, and then that way they can do this side and down here, or stick a switch box down that end. I'm not sure yet. Better turn that light off later. The lighting here is pretty cool. I love that back window. But I've got an idea possibly for the walls, but I'll explain it upstairs first because I'll need to do it upstairs. But anyway, it's a good area. The lights are just those LED lights, and I'm not sure if you can see on that side. No, but it's underneath. But this one here maybe. Hard to see. They're just power points up there. So they've just run like extension cables to the wall, like the wall mountable extension cables, and then they're just plugged into there. You can see the wiring coming through there. I'm probably going to get a lot more lighting put in here. I might turn the lights on actually so you can see, but it's, I mean, it definitely lights up, but it could be a lot more. So light switches are here for downstairs. As you can see, that just lit up quite a lot. It's not too bad under here, but I wouldn't mind getting an extra couple. So that's downstairs. It looks bigger in the pictures, but it's massive, right? It's so much more space than what I've got now. But as you all know, I can easily fill it. Okay, let's go upstairs. So there's couple of things. No lock here on the door at all on the inside. I can't lock it if I wanted to, if I'm in here. So I'm gonna have to get locks, work out what I can put in here, lock it. There's no doorbell. I need to put a doorbell in. I'll stick like a wireless doorbell. I've got a massively long shopping list. Massively long. Obviously there's a set of blinds here, which pretty good, they're opaque, but I might eventually put a security grill here to prevent people breaking in. Yeah, anyway. Okay, I've got some stuff on the floor, gotta not step on it. So going up the stairs, and the upstairs is big and neat. Lights on here as well, not that you really need them. Same thing again with the LED lights up there. So the carpet's in really good condition. The carpet squares, excuse me, but they've been glued down. So I don't really want to pull them up, I don't think. We do have some power points here, thankfully. There's one there, not enough though. One over there, like a double there. Over there, there's a double. This is the exhaust from the bathroom going up to the roof. And then this is that little front office, which I don't think I'm going to use. Definitely not as an office. Look, it's a decent size, but I don't want to be sitting in here in an office, I don't think. I don't want to cram all my stuff in here, and then I don't really know what I'd do with up here. Unless if I crammed all my stuff in the office to work, then out here could be my packing and my stock and my project area, and then I won't need that space downstairs, and then I could, I just don't know. I really don't know. The balcony, the whatever, balustrade, whatever this is called, it's quite interesting. Looking down, there's a little nipple. Sorry about the moving camera everywhere. I don't know what that is. I thought that was maybe something to do with an alarm system or smoke or water. I can't really see any water sprinklers in here. I thought legally they had to have a sprinkler system. Doesn't seem to be one. These cross beams, I've never really seen these in a warehouse before. It's quite interesting because that would make it quite hard to mount things to the steel on the roof. Anyway, so my thoughts in here, what I'm going to do. And part of this is to do with make good, and you know, I'm trying to be kind to future Sion, but part of it has to do with just being able to use the space properly. I don't want to attach anything to these concrete walls. Like, if I do end up putting my desks in here, I'm probably going to put them along here, right? This whole strip here, just have desks. I thought about maybe doing them on this side, but I need shelving and stuff above me when I'm working, right? So I don't want to attach shelving to the wall here. I want to do as little work as possible to the concrete. So what I think I'm going to do is build a stud wall right across this whole section, right? Maybe even here as well. We'll talk about this one in a moment. And do a stud wall so I don't have to really attach it to the bottom and maybe to the top, depending on how I do it. I could probably attach it to the steel and then cover that, make this a really nice feature wall, which I can then put my desks in front of, and I can then attach shelving and whatever I want. And so the whole thing can be pulled away later, and all I'll have is some, you know, attachment holes for where the walls were. And I'll just build it on top of the carpet. I think that will then give me all the flexibility I need for this wall to put shelves and everything else. Now, this one here, I want to do a similar thing, but I'm thinking I need to get the air conditioning guy down because my thoughts are, if I build a wall here, build it out a bit, have a bit of a gap behind it, right? And I can attach a split system just up here, which hopefully can go out. We'll have to work out where the drainage would go. And the split system can be attached to the wall, not to the concrete. Then what it would mean is I can then, right, if you think about it this way, where the heater is or the air conditioner is, right, hot air rises, cold air drops. So if I'm working up here and it's a hot day, with the air conditioner on behind me, cold air is going to come out and drop, and it's going to kind of settle. Like, some of it will escape over the side, but generally it will cool down this area even without enclosing. On a cold day with the heater, hot air is going to rise. Sure, I'm going to get a lot going this way as well, but I should get a bit of heat in this area here just from heating from behind me. But what I could do is, I don't know how I'd engineer it, but if I had some form of wall here, right, that had a bit of some type of sliding door. Sorry, I don't really have a, you know what I'm going to do? Hold on one second. Okay, I don't even know if this is going to work sound-wise. Hopefully you'll be able to hear me, be a lot more echoier. So if I had some type of wall, something here, sliding, that I could slide down, even to here, that I can extend, right? That would allow me to keep most of the heat and cooling in this area upstairs and have very little of it leak out. And I can open and close it as I need. Like, it's a cold day today, it's a rainy day today, it's quite cold up here, right? Let me tell you, it's quite cold, but it wouldn't need a lot of heat to kind of warm just this section up a bit. So that's a possibility. The idea would be to mount it in front here somehow, sometimes just one of those sliding, not a folding that folds up this way. I don't want it to concertina together, but something that was just like 3 layers, let's say. You know, it was here, and then it could go, you know, to here and open up. I think that would make a big difference here. So just along here, maybe there as well. Big logo here. If I put the aircon a bit higher up, maybe this will be the logo wall. And couch, whatever here, tables through the middle for project work. And what I'd like to do is put a table here somehow, that if I do end up making videos again, a lot of the reason I've stopped making videos right now is I have no place to make a video. I've got no place to stick a camera to video myself doing anything. If I had a table here that I put a camera here, looking that way, and me on this side, right? Camera, logo, videos, whatever, that would be kind of cool, maybe. And then of course I can have cameras facing where I'm working if I need to. If I do videos again, I don't know, we'll see. I'd like to. My priority is production right now and ramping up production. So, Yeah. So that's the place. It's bizarre. It's big, but doesn't feel big. But it is, like, it's almost 4 times bigger than what I've got right now. I just, yeah. There's a lot to work out before I move in. I'm building lists. I got a lot of stuff to buy. I'm gonna have to be here a lot for people to come down, like air conditioning guy to talk, Sparky to talk. I don't know when it's all gonna happen. The stuff I want to order, but I got to be here to receive it. The floor, I really need to work out what I'm doing with the floor. Like, part of me is going to regret not doing it, not painting it once I've moved in. But the thought of spending 5 days painting, over 5 days painting, and it's got to be oil based, so it's going to really stink in here for a really long time. Yeah, I don't know. If I do water based, I have to prime it all first. I have to prime it and then clean off as much as I can, water spray it, clean off as much as I can. It's just going to be even more work. Instead of being 2 coats, it'll end up being like 4 coats. So, yeah. And meanwhile, I've got so much work to do back in the office that I'm just sitting there working and not even thinking about in here, which is kind of silly. So, there we go. I hope you enjoyed this little quick tour. Yeah, maybe the couch will go there. I don't know what that space is going to get used for. Yeah, I can make a waiting room, doctor's appointments. Dentist. I'm becoming a dentist. Anyway, whatever. I'm going to go to Bunnings now, the warehouse, the hardware store, and I'm going to just get a few things and get some prices on a few things. And before I go, I need to measure up these walls, this section here, work out how much timber I need, quote it all out. Because I definitely think I should do that. I should cover this wall, at least from here. From this point here, right? And then pretty much all the way down. Stud wall, cover it. Then I can do whatever I want. Any type of shelving, any type of attachments to the wall. Okay, bye. How's this for a rainy noise? Wow. Tell me that's not going to be annoying.